What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of 2 Cents. I'm Brand.
What's going on? It's Armand.
And I'm at Peace as a Verb with 2 B's, because that's how it be. And you can find Armand at Armand for Congress, because we do this for y'all. What's up, brother? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I'm just enjoying that, school is over and I ain't teaching no more. So, I can get up when I want. And I ain't got to worry about y'all having no kids, you know what I mean? So, I'm good.
Not yours. Your students. You got to clarify that.
You said what?
Not your own, but the students. You got to clarify.
Oh yeah, not my own. No, my students. I teach 7th grade. You see, I'm on the road now, man. I'm about to go away for the 4th of July weekend. Enjoy myself. That's about it.
As you should, man. As you should. Before we get down to business, just want to make sure everybody tune in and check our last episode out. We reviewed 2006 in hip hop. Armand wasn't able to make that one, but we definitely picked up for the slack. We did 2 sides, a 45-minute A side and a 45-minute B side. So definitely check that out when y'all get a chance. And we just appreciate everybody for continuing to check us out. And we continue to get good feedback. And man, I think it's safe to say that we kind of like reached that point where we can kind of just creatively just put stuff out and have at least a amount of people checking for us. So you want to hit them with a little mathematics, man, before we start?
What you say, B?
You want to hit them with a little bit of mathematics? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
No. Hey, have fun with life. I thought about that when we went to that concert last Friday, the AZ concert, man. I had like the time of my life, just vibing with the people at the club. And they didn't even know us, but, the common denominator was AZ. So, just have fun with life and don't take things too personal.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. Definitely was a good time. But as we jump into this episode, man, we got 2 special guests, two good friends of mine, and we got a couple. We got our first couple. So clap it up for you guys. Clap it up for yourselves. So we got my homegirl Kels, and we got my homie Rob. So I'll give them a short intro before they introduce themselves. I had the pleasure of working with Kelsey. We'll keep that place unnamed. And she was like the baby of our little bunch. And she had just started dating Rob. And we work with majority females, so the girls just automatically were like, who's this dude? On the defense. And I got a chance to meet him, and just off like one Armand, man, when you talk to a dude and both of you guys are like engaged with each other, like you could tell who's straight laced and who's phony.
First 10 seconds, you already know you're nut, or you already know that he cool. You know what I mean? So
exactly,
I understand.
Exactly, and he definitely was a respectable dude. And I remember the next day at coming to work, I was like, listen, homie is straight. I was like, if she decides to stick with him, that's up to her. But I was like, it ain't gonna be his fault. You know what I'm saying?
It was a smart move.
So, fast forward, they both good friends of mine. I probably talk to Rob more than I talk to Kelsey now. So it's like, that just shows you how, that shows you the evolution. So, y'all want to introduce yourselves? Welcome to the podcast.
Go ahead, young lady.
Yes, thank you. I'm Kelsey. I live in Philly, and I'm 26 years old. Rob and I have been dating almost 3 years now.
I'm Rob. I actually grew up not too far away from here, right outside of Philadelphia. I'm 28, about to be 29.
Abington Friends?
Abington Friends, graduate. Thanks for having us on.
No doubt, man. It's my pleasure, man. So
Hey, B, you don't have to say no more. That's it. Your high score says a lot. You don't got to say no more.
Abington Friends, man.
Welcome to the club.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So we got some pressing topics that we'll kind of just thumb through. Actually, one of our ex-colleagues had a post on Facebook. I'll keep her name unknown, but I'm going to read her post, and it kind of, man, it spoke volumes, because this is exactly kind of the same things we were talking about. So I'm gonna read this verbatim. I don't think I've even known how relationships are supposed to go anymore. Everything is all turned around. Women asking men to marry them, women making the majority of the money, paying the majority, if not all the bills, nobody getting married, just having babies with everyone they have sex with, 6 kids, 5 baby daddies. And if a man does ask you out on a date, he expects sex if he pays the bill. So I won't even continue on. That's just a preview of that. But so let's start right there. Let's just start in the concept of courting, dating. Armand, man, what are your thoughts on that? You know, and right now, man, our current stage, and we'll just go around, man.
I see that a lot. I especially see it on social media now, because everybody putting their business out there. Like, you know me, you go to my page, you don't know who I'm dating. You don't even know how I feel about, a significant other. So I keep that personal. But I think the bar has been lowered so much with relationships. I think that you don't have to do too much to get girls. Remember back in the day, we can brag on like, yo, I get more girls than you, because there was like effort into it. Like, you had to be like the man. But now it's like you don't got to do anything. You just show up. So I don't know what happened and why it's like that, but it's different. The point my parents been together for 44 years, and I tell people that, they be like, that's crazy. Your parents are still together, and usually back in the day that was just normal. But now it's just a different time. I see as being a teacher, so yeah, a lot of things change, man. A lot of things, especially to having the kids without getting married.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Kelsey, what are your feelings on like courting and dating right now? Where we at? What you see, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, what I see is I totally agree. Everybody puts their stuff on social media. They either put up the good and they put up the bad. So it's like, when somebody's in a relationship with somebody, and as soon as they break up, because they're putting all these statuses up, how much they hate men. They're putting up all of these memes, how they're going to go do themselves. They don't want to deal with men. They're just going to, do me. My number one, job in life is to take care of myself. All this stuff.
You're speaking for women.
So I'm speaking for women. So from my point of view, looking at a woman's point of view, that's what they do. But for me, I mean, what I always done is, if I'm in a relationship, it's known, and we're taking pictures together, but I'm not spilling my beans out there as far as, we got in this fight, or he said this to make me upset, or, he did that to, make me feel a certain way, because no matter what, somebody's going to see it, and then somebody's going to ask you, and then you're going to have to tell your story, and then you got to tell it over and over and over again. So when it comes to, like, negativity, or just if we have, like, our own little, like, disagreement, I keep that completely to myself. I might, reach out to, like, one of my best friends just to get it, like, off my chest, but as far as, completely putting it out there, I like to keep that to myself.
Rob was kind of cringing a little bit. You want?
I mean, which topic are we talking
Well, she was kind of speaking on the woman's, on a female perspective.
Female perspective, yeah.
So, like dating, or which part of that were we talking about?
Well, I mean,
the list of.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably jump around, but like I guess right now we're just focusing on just like courting and dating, and
courting and dating. Well, I feel like I don't want to say like how I feel about it right now, but I can tell you what I see right now.
Right.
And based off of what I see coming through Kelsey's phone on a regular basis is girls going on dates with guys that they know are no good for them, but they go anyway. They give it up quick, and then they expect greatness. That's pretty much what I see.
Oh my God, cut off. But yeah, to kind of follow you up, that's a good point. You said girls going out dating. I guess guys lowering their bar. I guess we could say.
You could say it.
Or I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if they lower it. I think they don't pick and choose as much. Guys will, like women grow up their whole lives where a man at any time, there's always going to be a guy that wants to try and talk to you. Whether you're at the supermarket or going out to eat with your girlfriends or just going on a random errand, there's always going to be a guy trying to come at you, and men don't have it like that. So nowadays, men don't go for one specific. They just flood the market with all the options they have, and they just take whatever comes to them.
I could kind of agree, but to kind of dial back, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe like what you've observed with certain women. I mean, at a certain point, right? You know, the birds are going to flock with the same amount of birds, with the same type of birds. So maybe they are dating people that are on their level.
Maybe.
You know, I mean, it's really subjective. I mean, it's really up to how you're looking at it.
But I think
assuming that they're working out in the relationship, is that what you're saying? Because from what I'm seeing, the girls that are dating guys, they're not. Those guys clearly are not on the same level as them.
Okay.
Because it's like an immediate disconnection the next day.
Okay.
Well, I think it all depends on what the other person is looking for. Like, especially if you're on like a dating website, you might have a lot of men that's, you know, looking for one thing, like a one night stand or something, and you might have a lot of women that's looking for that, and then vice versa. You might have a lot of men that are looking for a long-term relationship and a lot of women looking for a long-term relationship. So it's hard to like actually find two people when you have all these dating websites, all these distractions. You know, you have Bumble, Tinder, they go on and on and on. And it's like, all right, you know, I'm always looking for the next best thing. And then, you know, this new popular thing is ghosting. It's like you go on a date and you never hear from that person ever again. So. Yeah,
I'll dial it back a little bit. But just from what I see, you know, of courting and dating, I think it goes both ways, man. Because like you said, a guy's going to do what a guy's going to do, you know.
Guys are programmed, the DNA of a man is to eat, reproduce, and like do physical activity.
Seek and conquer.
Yeah.
Seek and conquer.
So
I think the women have to kind of like, you know, reel that in the most productive way like they can. And I think that it's just so easy. It's so easy peasy. It's like nobody has to work for anything.
Exactly. Nobody wants to communicate. You just want to like a picture. You want to comment on a picture. You want to go on a date. And, you know, you don't want to pick up the phone and call them. You don't want to have a deep conversation over dinner. You just want to, like, everything has to be, like, instant.
Exactly. So. Right. If we instantly not doing this, then, all right, it's not going anywhere.
Exactly.
That's why you wrote down your...
And I think we in such an aesthetically driven society where everything is about looks. Like, even if you are in a relationship, you can go online and you constantly being bombarded with women that are gorgeous. And so it's like you don't even mean to look at that, but it's just like it's there because I think so many women are trying to outdo each other. The way they look and their dress and their heels. So it's like 24/7. You probably have to kind of get off a line for a while just to focus on your relationship and your goals and many other different things because it's totally out of control right now.
And I don't even think women, and maybe men too, but I know from my personal experience, women don't even have the respect for other women's relationships. Like, I could count on my fingers and toes how many times, Rob will be like, as soon as you got up, this person said this to me, or this person, tried to call me over, and I'm just like, clearly I'm here with him. And it's like the moment I get up and go to the bathroom, I have like girls like, talking to him, and it's just like, don't you have any respect for other women when they're in a relationship? Like, I'm not saying you can't look at the guy, but it's like, clearly we're together, we're in a relationship. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, I got my values that's been instilled, and then I see a lot of people who I thought had those same values, but they kind of just teeter away with how society is just kind of breezing the way we're going. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, man, you know what? If it's just me and like two other people in this world, then that's just what it's gonna be. Like, I'm gonna roll with a like mind.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, if the rest of y'all want to just play this other type of game, then go ahead, man. But so I guess we could touch on, since it's relating to that, the concept of marriage and a divorce rate is sky high at this point. I got a couple of, not reasons why, but I got a couple of factors to why that's playing a role. But what do you guys feel about that? Is marriage as important as it was back in the day? Our divorce rate. What do you guys thoughts on that?